Whether it be an oddly shaped veggie or
those are the most fun when they're oddly shaped, isn't it?
And you're like, what do you see in that?
Exactly.
Carrot? Produce regularly gets picked over, especially the ugly ones, just for being undesirable. But food waste is estimated at between 30 to 40% of the nation's food supply. And according to Feeding America, 20 billion pounds of misshapen produce deemed too ugly to be displayed in grocery stores go to waste each year. To help ease the toll on landfills, the U.S. has set a goal to cut food waste by 50% by the year 2030.
Well, they say one man's trash is another man's treasure, right? Here's an out-of-the-box idea to rescue misshapen produce. One company is giving unwanted but edible fruit still and veggies another shot in the grocery stores as a sweet treat.
All right, to share more about Climate Candy, we want to bring in its co-founder and CEO, Amy Keller. Amy, so glad to have you with us. Thank you so much. And for those of us who are maybe watching and may not know about this, tell us about how you started this candy industry or this snack industry.
Well, my family is Spangler Candy Company, the world's largest lollipop maker. We make 2 billion Dum Dum lollipops per year. So I'm the great-great-great-granddaughter who went the route of health and sustainability as a 7-time Ironman and environmentalist. 5 years ago, I went to Svalbard, Norway to visit the Global Seed Vault to learn about food security. And it was then that I witnessed the United Nations installing generators to keep the glacier refrigerated for all the backup seeds of the world. And that's when I realized the true magnitude of our climate crisis. So I founded Climate Candy with PTK Capital with the goal of rescuing the 25% imperfect produce that goes unharvested on farms. We created a candy called Faves, which is the first sweet chew made from imperfect fruits and veggies. So our whole philosophy is around helping the food industry and planet by reducing the 40% of food wasted globally and stopping the produce and plastic from going into landfill. So this is very focused on that circular future for consumer packaged goods. And really the million pieces of produce that we rescued even last year, that saved over 1 million square feet of cropland and 50 million liters in water.
That is absolutely huge. And we already ate a ton of this morning. We were sharing
Took about
with
30
everyone
seconds.
In the newsroom. Delicious. They taste.
My grandfather always said never to eat the profits, and it's really hard.
It's really hard. I will say we all agree that it does taste very natural, and it tastes healthier when you're eating it. Like you can, and I read the ingredients, and you can actually understand all the ingredients, which is also very huge on this. So let's talk about the process, because we all go to the grocery store, and I said to Jordan, "Will you discard, something that's a little beat up or not looking so great?" He's like, "Yeah, I usually go for the better ones." I actually feel bad sometimes. I'm like, I'm going to get that not so good looking piece of fruit or veggie because I feel bad. So what is the process? How do you get the fruit and vegetables and then get it into the candy?
Well, we go directly to the farms. So we're working with that 25% that goes unharvested. I mean, truly our goal is to educate people about, 1, the need for the 5 to 8 servings of fruits and veggies, 2, where food comes from. So, the farm, not the grocery, not in boxes and bags. And 3, that fighting food waste is the #1 solution to fight climate change. So we're really redefining candy as having high nutrition content. So it's very circular from farm to market, and understanding that it causes us to have a result in far less stress on agricultural resources, urban landfills, and global environment. So really, this is the plan, is to have a substantial shift towards a plant-based dietary pattern and getting those fruits and vegetables to people and to that 50% reduction in food waste like you've talked about.
That's huge.
It's like when your fruits go bad, like a bad strawberry in your fridge or a blueberry, sometimes I say just put it in the blender and make like a smoothie because you can't tell anyway. So for you, was it difficult to get this formula right to actually make it taste good, or was it pretty simple?
Well, I think that the replacement of sugar and filler with fruits and vegetables is helping people realize that there is that sugar content within fruits and vegetables. So it's sweet because of the fruit. And to know that there's 20 billion pounds of produce that goes to waste every year, building that supply chain from Midwest farms, West Coast farms, really anywhere in the world, there's so much excess and perfectly shaped, well, and imperfectly shaped fruits and vegetables that it felt like there's an opportunity for so many others, not just me. So with climate change escalating and people going hungry, it's just unacceptable waste.
Yeah.
And there's so much food out there and we're running out of land, water, and healthy soil. It just made sense for us to start something like Climate Candy.
Okay, so what's your ultimate goal then with Climate Candy?
It's to help people realize that their power, that highest potential solution to heal themselves and our planet, is what we choose to eat. And that includes all of us.
Excellent. By the way, we have to go, but did you say you were a 7-time Ironman?
That, just glossed right over that.
Did you just 7-time Ironman?
That's correct. And because of that, food is fuel. So it's very hard for me to eat a zeroed out label. I have to eat something that gives me something in return. So that's what we love about the stealth nutrition of Faves.
This is good too. Good for backpackers. Like you can just have something, you know, just pop it in to give you energy. Thank you so much, Amy Keller. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Oh, we will, especially since we've been introduced to these.